Three things never return: time, words, and opportunities. So don't waste time. Choose your words carefully and seize every opportunity. If people are talking behind your back, it only means you're ahead of them. We have two lives, and the second begins the moment we realize we only have one. Men often neglect their fields while being busy weeding someone else's. Before setting out on a path of revenge, remember to dig two graves. Defeat teaches 1,000 lessons, while victory teaches just one. If you're depressed, you're stuck in the past. If you're anxious, you're lost in the future. If you're at peace, you're living in the present. The journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a single step. We strive harder to convince others of our happiness than to truly feel it ourselves. A healthy man desires 1,000 things. A sick man craves only one. Clear your mind. Bad thoughts lead to bad actions. The one who believes he can and the one who believes he cannot are both right. Learn as though you'll never know enough, and protect your knowledge as if it might slip away. Don't criticize the snow on your neighbor's roof if your doorstep is unclean. If you hate, you've already been defeated. It's more shameful to mistrust your friends than to be deceived by them. Show weakness when you're strong and strength when you're weak. The flatterer is your enemy. The one who points out your faults is your ally. What a caterpillar sees as the end, the rest of the world sees as a butterfly. Trying to travel two paths at once will get you nowhere. He who is content with what he has is truly wealthy. A noble person uses things. A lesser man is used by them. A true leader leads through example, not force. Even the finest sword will rust when left in salt water. Man's nature is inherently flawed. Goodness is born from conscious effort. In chaos lies opportunity, and to lead people, you must first follow them. When anger arises, think carefully about its consequences. To understand your enemy, you must first become them. If you're the smartest person in the room, it's time to find a new room. Opportunities multiply the moment they're seized. Rid yourself of unnecessary desires. The funniest people often hide the deepest sadness. When I let go of who I am, I become who I might be. The man who moves a mountain begins by shifting small stones. Before fighting, first weigh the cost. Softness overcomes hardness, and gentleness wins against strength. Be subtle to the point of formlessness. Be mysterious to the point of silence. This way you direct your opponent's fate. True words are often unpleasant, while pleasant words rarely speak the truth. The clever fighter excels by making victory appear effortless. Live for the approval of others, and you'll become their prisoner. Ancient wisdom valued silence. Failing to uphold one's words was considered a deep shame. Believe in yourself, or existence itself won't believe in you. Water is soft and flexible, yet nothing resists it. He who thinks he knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. If your mind is willing, your body can endure far more than you think. Watch your thoughts. They shape your words. Watch your words. They shape your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They define your character. And your character determines your destiny. Great achievements often stem from small efforts. A wise person avoids extremes. True greatness lies in retaining the heart of a child. We take advice in small doses, but hand it out in abundance. Ponder deeply and deliberately before acting. When people are knowledgeable, they're harder to control. If your words add no value beyond silence, remain silent. Ultimate excellence is defeating an enemy without fighting at all. Nature accomplished everything without haste. Do not do to others what you would not want done to yourself. Justice moves slowly but grinds finely. Man is destined to die from the moment of birth. Study the past if you want to shape the future. It's easy to love a friend, but the hardest lesson is to love an enemy. Knowledge is a treasure, and practice is the key to unlocking it. Bad habits can only be overcome today, never tomorrow. The one who knows doesn't speak, and the one who speaks doesn't know. You cannot trust a person who has nothing to lose. Choose work you love, and you'll never feel like you're working a day in your life. Plan for the hard while it's still easy. Tackle the great while it's still small. Those who talk too much often end up failing. Life is simple, but we insist on complicating it. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will weaken himself everywhere. Life flows as a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, as resistance only brings sorrow. Let reality be as it is. Let things flow naturally in their course. Think about tomorrow, as the past cannot be undone. An enemy is a friend who knows too much about you. Victory over others brings strength. Victory over oneself brings fearlessness. Give a man a bowl of rice, and he'll eat for a day. Teach him to grow rice, and you'll feed him for a lifetime. Order can turn into disorder, courage into fear, and strength into weakness. If you seek too desperately, you will lose. Seek without seeking, and you will find. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop. A skilled craftsman does not alter his tools for an unskilled worker. Beware of sweet things laced with poison and flies that sit on dead snakes. Man dies easily when clinging too tightly to the desire to live. Those who do not understand the horrors of war cannot appreciate its benefits. Time is a construct. Saying, "I don't have time," is the same as saying, "I don't want to." A noble person blames himself, while a small-minded person blames others. Water takes no fixed shape, and in warfare, no condition is ever constant. Overfill your cup, and it will spill. Sharpen a blade too much, and it will dull. Friends are the siblings the universe forgot to give us. It's better to light one small candle than curse the darkness. Every creature with blood and horns will fight when provoked. Those who know but pretend not to know are wise. Those who know nothing yet pretend to know are fools. Involve me, and I will understand. Show me, and I may remember. Tell me, and I will forget. If you care too much about what others think, you'll remain their prisoner. Digging a well 70 feet deep is useless if you never reach water. It's an abandoned effort. A loss can sometimes lead to gains, just as gains can turn into losses. The awareness of right and wrong marks the beginning of wisdom. There is no greater crime than insatiable desire, no greater disaster than discontent, and no greater misfortune than greed. Address the evil within yourself, rather than focusing on the evil in others. Your thoughts are the seeds of your actions. Complaining doubles an unpleasant experience, while laughing at it diminishes its power. Forgiveness lets you rise above those who offend you. Wisdom can be gained in 3 ways: noble reflection, easy imitation, and experience, which is bitter. The truth is not always beautiful, and beautiful words are not always truthful. Many people fail not because they cannot act, but because they don't act. The one who angers you controls you. Be content with what you have, and celebrate things as they are. When you realize nothing is lacking, the entire world belongs to you. Roads are meant for journeys, not destinations. Never say never, because life is always changing. Your thoughts shape your life. We gain by losing and lose by gaining. No matter how busy you are, find time to read, or you'll surrender to ignorance. Free yourself from who you are, and you'll discover who you could be. Happiness is found in being understood, great happiness in being loved, and true happiness in loving others. Temperance is the foundation of virtue, the starting point of moral perfection. We often notice much but miss what's truly important. The snow goose doesn't need to bathe to be white, just as you don't need to do anything but be yourself. The wise are those who know what they do not know. Respect yourself and others will follow. Faith in yourself is essential. Without it, the universe won't have faith in you either. What is evil to one at one time can be good to another at a different time. I have just 3 teachings: simplicity, patience, and compassion. These are your greatest treasures. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while deeply loving someone gives you courage. The path is always near, yet people search for it far away. It lies in simple things, but people look for it in complications. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Forget the injuries you've suffered, but never forget the kindness shown to you. The unwilling soul perceives what is hidden, while the constantly craving soul sees only what it desires. There is beauty in everything, though not everyone has the eyes to see it. The way of truth is like a wide open road. It's easy to know but hard to follow. Shame is an essential part of humanity. To lack shame entirely is to lack humanity. Be flexible like a reed, and you'll stay upright. Be empty like a vessel, and you'll remain full. Wear out gracefully, and you'll always renew yourself. A man chasing 2 rabbits will catch none. Health is the greatest wealth, contentment the greatest treasure, and confidence the greatest friend. A well-trodden trail through the mountains becomes a clear path, but if left unused, it will quickly disappear under overgrown grass. Hate is easy, but love is difficult. That's why the most valuable things are often the hardest to achieve. The wise attain without striving, see without searching, and understand without being told. Learning without thoughtful reflection is a wasted effort. Thinking without knowledge is dangerous. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and you'll find that kindness is the quickest path to benevolence. Success is as precarious as failure, and hope can be as hollow as fear. Those with the highest morality don't see themselves as moral, which is why their virtue is true. Making a mistake and failing to correct it is the true mistake. The wise leader stays behind others to lead them forward, appearing humble to achieve greatness. The one who offends you takes away your negativity while gifting you their own. A good man is a teacher to the bad, and a bad man is the good man's task. Learn as if you'll never reach your goal, and fear losing what you've gained. Embrace solitude, and you'll discover your true strength. You can't unlock your potential if you fear being alone. Every book opened offers a lesson, no matter how small. Long neglect of intimacy can lead to a restless mind. By being authentic and avoiding unnecessary comparisons, you'll earn universal respect. If someone tries to offend you greatly, the harm they inflict upon themselves is far worse. The brave who dares to face death shows outward courage, but the one who dares to embrace life shows inner courage. Our greatest glory isn't in never falling, but in rising every time we do. A great person focuses on what truly matters, leaving behind the trivial. He acts with sincerity, not relying solely on rules or laws. Don't worry about being unknown. Focus on being worthy of recognition. Fear of death limits what you can achieve. Let go of that fear, and nothing will be beyond your reach. The superior man speaks modestly but acts powerfully. Rushing to achieve a result often leads to failure. Slow, steady effort brings success. He who asks a question may seem foolish for a moment, but he who doesn't ask remains foolish for life. When desire fades, so does its pull. Truth spoken at the wrong time can be dangerous. When true virtue is lost, kindness appears. When kindness is lost, justice takes its place. When justice is lost, we cling to mere decency, which marks the beginning of disorder. Great achievements require steady, determined effort. Without persistence, brilliance cannot shine. Knowing your insignificance can be empowering. Friendship is two souls united in one mind. Contentment brings satisfaction, while pride and excess lead to disaster. Sometimes stepping back allows you to win, and lowering yourself brings unexpected strength.